Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do something different. Ah, damn! I think I forgot to change the thumbnail. Whatever, I will do. We'll change this later. So I still go to university, like not full time but part time, and I am now doing a new course which is called Usability Engineering. And I got some new coursework where I have to define like the usability of a product, and I think it's a good idea to do it about Libre photos, I guess, right? And I was talking that a lot of people had like difficulties usability engineering, right? Some people had like issues when it comes to like adding a path and stuff like that. So we'll focus on that use case, and yeah, and we'll write something down, right? I've not really any idea about usability engineering, so I will call that Unit 1, right? All right, so the task at hand is that we have to look at an example product and look at these 4 factors: usability, utility, user experience, and likability, right? And yeah, that's all we have to do. I will just explain the use case because like we have a lot of features and I want to focus like on the path, right? So let's copy that in. No, what the heck? Like I don't get why I can't just copy and paste. Like I have to do it like that. Yes, better. All right, so I will take a look at Libre photos when you Libre photos is a photo management system which you can host yourself, right? It works on the local file system, and I will examine the use case of adding a folder or path to scan. All right. So she wants like screenshots and photos or images. Sounds to me like the same thing. Yeah, so we will just start, right? So we got some definitions for usability, right? That's in here, and all the stuff is like in English, which is nice because it's easier to stream about it then. All right, there are 2 definitions of it. There's like learnability, efficiency, memorability, error satisfaction. All right. And then we have also, what the heck? Please go back. Then we have also like a second definition, right? And I think I should start with like explaining on how to use it, right? So all right. Usability. It's kind of weird when you have like multiple definitions for that: utility, usability, likability. and I should likability, user experience, utility, and usability. All right. Extent to which a system, product, or service can be used by a specified user to achieve specified goals with effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction in a specified context of use. All right. So that's the first definition. Let's copy that in. ISO something something. Right. Okay. What else do we have? User experience, right? I think also paste that here. And then I will just explain after these definitions if it's good or not and stuff like that. Okay, I don't have to write usability again. Human-centered design, I don't have to explain that. Yes. Usability has 5 requirements, all right. So right. Let's copy that in. I don't know how much I will write, to be honest. But let's just focus for now on principles to support usability, learnability, flexibility, robustness. All right. That was by Jakob Nielsen. All right. Right, satisfaction. Yeah, users are not very satisfied by it. Learnability. Then we have, yeah. All right. And 2 and 3. Yeah, let's see how long it takes me to actually start describing it, right? All right. We have like a lot of points here. Predictability, synthesizability, consistency. All right, so let's put them here. I think I will focus for now only on the main things. Predictability, yes. Okay, flexibility. That's where I'm failing. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. User preemptiveness. Is that a thing? No. Multi-threading is the next thing, alright. Alright. Customizability is also a thing, I guess. Fun. Alright, robustness, observability, recoverability, task conformance. Okay. Alright. So utility is actually what the user wants to do, right? That's like the main issue we currently have, because they want to add multiple paths and they misunderstand the feature on what it's supposed to do. And yeah. But that's a lot of things I have to fill out now. Okay, oh, I could have just copied that. Evaluating usability, and that's probably just like the, yeah, that's just boring stuff we don't need. All right, so I think we now have all the relevant criteria. And we really have only like one criteria for utility and for user experience. User's perception and responses that result from the use and or anticipated use of system or product or service. All right. All right, so at first I think like an image of the whole thing would be nice, right? So let's go to the demo instance. That is also not good usability. Login. Very cool. So I will grab, let's pick an English screenshot for now, right? So that you guys can also read everything. Photos. Also like the localization stuff is like more nicely written. Alright, and I grabbed it wrong. Like screenshots in the browser are like not that easy to use. Like I installed a couple of plugins once for that, but they all don't work how I want them to work. Oh, and it's like in German, so let's refresh. That's also like a small issue we have. Right, now it's looking good. All right, it's currently even scanning. So I want to see like something more dynamic. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so. Yeah, that looks like a good screenshot. Copy and paste. Boop. Here we go. Doesn't look too great to be honest, but that's fine for now. So the first thing that we have to like examine is like how do you get to it, right? And if you want to change the path from the local file system, right? In order to change a path from the user, you have to navigate to the top bar, click on the drop down and go to admin area. Alright, so let's do that, and then I need another screenshot. Alright, let's pick. No, that doesn't look pretty. Copy. Admin area. All right. Okay, so let's describe it a bit further. So in order to change the part, you have to click on the edit icon. Right, the first thing that we noticed here is that if I hover over it, I don't get like the clicky button. And that's also confusing for a lot of people. All right, so I think a screenshot of the admin area would be nice. Whoop. Black border, god damn it. Yeah, better. Whatever. I can also edit them later and remove that. Maybe I will notice something different. Okay. To edit the path. So the first issue that we have is that it isn't exactly clear, right? That you have to go to admin area. That's just a convention. You would think that it would be under preferences, right? So first usability issue. It's not clear that this is under admin area and that you can't change it in the settings. All right. If you navigate to settings, the page looks like this. All right. So I will. Man, this bug is so annoying. Demo 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So. Copy. All right. As you can see, the scan directory is scanned, is grayed out, implying that you can't change the folder. This will make lead to questions or assumptions about changing the scan directory. There is a limitation that only admins can change the scan directory, but this can change the scan directories. It should be, as we are currently the admin, we should be able to change that. For a regular user, it would be better to not see the scan directory at all, right? So furthermore, the change button implies that you can somehow change the folder. change button. This will lead to questions or assumptions upon changing the scan directory. There is a limitation that we should be able to change. Users should not see that at all. Right. Okay, so if we now go instead to the it looks like this. In order to edit the path, you have to click on the edit icon. However, there is no indicator that this is clickable, as the mouse cursor does not change on hover. Alright, cool. So hover, like that. Clickable. Alright. Let's go one step further. So let's go back. Let's go to admin area. We now click that. So that part is good. Copy. When clicking the edit button, it will then open up a modal allowing us to select a folder for the user. We can open up a folder to select a subfolder when selecting something new. The path at the top will change. However, alright, so now we're getting to the usability issues. If I click something, I don't see if this is a new path or not, right? There is no indication if my selection will actually select a new path. If I selected something new, then I should be able to update, but if not, then that should not be possible. Another issue is that there is no closing modal button or option if I want to cancel this operation. But if I click somewhere, then it closes, right? Alright, so that works at least. On the plus side, this model behaves like other models and will close itself if you click outside the model. Okay. So now we're getting into the hard things, and that's like utility. All right. So we see for which user we want to change that, but there are a couple of things that we don't tell the user yet, right? And now we have to get into them. So predictability is also not a given, as the scan directory has possible implications, right? When uploading a new photo, LibrePhotos will then create a new subfolder in the scan directory called uploads to put the uploaded image there. But there is no explanation of this behavior. Maybe a light gray written folder called uploads should appear. What do we else have? Consistency, observability, recoverability, customizability, right? So to be better usable, it should be also possible to set the upload folder to improve the criteria customizability. It should be possible to set that manually, right? One option would be a light gray folder written code. I have to like write better English for that, to be honest. When a new folder gets selected. Another option would be a second input field called upload folder, where the new folder location will be named. To improve the criteria customizability, it should be possible to set the file manually. Right. Okay. So that we also have now. Another issue is that LibrePhotos assumes that a folder only belongs to one person, but it's possible to give a path to multiple users. This will lead to inconsistent behavior in the long term. All right. There should be an error when selecting a path that already belongs to another user. Usually, the user can also create a new folder when selecting a path with a file manager. This is here not possible, leading to unfamiliar functionality. All right. I think I wrote predictability wrong, right? Yeah. Is also not given, right? The feature is also missing utility, as users maybe want to select multiple paths at once. Right, okay, so did I do everything? Right, so another thing is that you also always have to click then on scan, right? And that's also not happening yet. All right. Settings page. Right. When updating a path, I would assume that a new scan would automatically happen, but this is not yet the case. Also, changing the path does not hide images. Also, changing does not update the visibility or ownership of the image. All right. Right. Cool. So, yeah. So that's the whole use case, right? Did I miss anything? Multiple paths, that you can change a path and something happens, that you can create a new folder, that you can select something twice. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, likability. That's also an important one, right? So, alright, so I will cover like the main points, right? We use semantic UI, so I think I can take a lot of things from that. A couple of criteria are already covered, as LibrePhotos uses a UI library called Semantic UI. And a modern web stack which leads to asynchronous what? I don't know. Alright, so let's pick this here. Learnability, right? So learnability is obviously given. So errors are not that great. Satisfaction. Flexibility, right here. Multi-threading, task migratability, substitutivity, customizability. Alright, so I think I would split this in two, right? So I explain the use case and then I explain the criteria, which is easier. On the plus side, the user gets notified that his path successfully was updated. All right. So I think I now also need a cool, God damn it, a cool title. Right. Examining the path setting use case in LibrePhotos. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do header. Okay, header 2 maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So let's go over all the criteria, I guess. I will now examine the usability criteria. Usability. After I don't know, that's like nothing specific I can do, right? Do I have anything else in here? No, it's not really. It's just like a general thingy. Whatever. I will cancel that. That's fine. So after Jakob Nielsen. The task is hidden in a different site, right? Which hinders learnability. On the plus, on the other side, I say it too often, like on the plus side. The other side, it uses a consistent UI library with obvious with an easy interface, right? I think it shouldn't be too hard, like you can't do a lot of stuff with that. So efficiency. Once users have learned the design, how quickly can they perform the tasks? Not great, as you have to navigate to, the admin page, update the path, and then go to settings, and then click on scanning. Memorability. Right, learnability. Yeah, so if you know how to use it, it's not that hard, right? It uses with an easy interface with the usual common design language and icons you would expect, right? Efficiency, not great as you have to. There are also no shortcuts to speed this up, right? memorability. When users return to the design, the task is in a different site, which hinders memorability. The steps itself are quite easy and should be familiar to most people. Errors, all right. Not bad. You can set stuff you should not be able to, like but you can set like giving the same path to multiple users, right? And to recover from that, the path has no effect on the images or ownership, which makes recovering hard. All right. How pleasant is it to use? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, but it feels a bit generic. Right. It also does not cover advanced use cases like multiple paths or setting a manual setting a separate upload path. However, you can do stuff will create an upload folder which is unexpected, which is not communicated user. Alright, so you learn it by doing it, and that's not great. Also, errors, possible scenarios. Can also set it up wrong. Use multiple users. All right, cool. So usability after right, learnability is, I feel like I'm writing everything 2 or 3 times, right? All right. So principle 1, learnability. So let's see if he uses actually the same questions for it, right? Learnability isn't actually given, right? So, oh, it's like the whole principle, right? Okay. Interesting. So, okay. that is given because it uses a UI library, right? Generalizability, right? Partially as the usual features of a file manager, like creating a new folder, are missing. Okay. Synthesizability. Determining effect of future actions based on past interaction history, visible operations and effects. Yes. Partially as you get confirmation if you change something, but it's not clear when you select a new path. Synthesizability, familiarity, right? So that's given, right? Because we use stuff. As some obvious synthesizability, that's another one, right? Ability of the user to assess the current effect of the state. How's that different from predictability? Like, what the heck? Alright. Okay, that's like, okay, you change something new. Ability of the user to assess the effect of the past operation based often on the current state. And the other thing is determining the effect of future actions based off past interaction history. Okay. So okay, so predictability is basically does it work like other file managers, and partially as it has non-communicated side effects. All right. Dialogue initiative. That's interesting. Flexibility. Freedom from user-imposed constraints on input dialogue. User initiates dialogue, system preemptiveness. System initiates dialogue, okay. Yeah. Given yes, because you get the confirmation with a, how's it called, toast, and you can open up the model by clicking on the icon. Multithreading, let's go. Yeah, that's given. Concurrent multimodality, simultaneously communication of information pertaining to separate tasks. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. As this is a common feature of modern JavaScript. Tasks migratability. Passing responsibility for task execution between user and system, e.g. spell checking. Does not really apply, right? So doesn't really apply here. Doesn't apply here. Substitutivity, allowing users equivalent values of input. No, that's not given. You can't. Oh no, you can change it, right? So if I do now data and then I don't know raw. Yeah, works, right? God damn it. Slash data slash raw. Okay, and then update. It doesn't do anything. What the heck? What the heck? That's new. Okay. Wait. I'm changing the path with the input field is broken. So that does not apply. Okay. Okay, customizability. Not given, as you can't change the upload folder and you can't add multiple paths. Robustness, oh my god, these words are like too hard for me to pronunciate. Customizability, modifiability of the user interface. Right. I don't know, like I can't like examine the whole usability of a whole program, right? This would take like 200 pages at least, like what the heck. So don't know. Adaptability. So customizability in that case is just that you can multiple paths, right? So I will keep that. If she says it's wrong, then it's wrong. I don't care. Robustness. The level of support provided to the user in determining successful achievement and assessment of goal-directed behavior. Observability, alright. Ability of the user to evaluate the internal state of the system from its perceivable representation. Yes. That's given. Yeah. Yes. Given, as you can see, the current selected path, and you get confirmation if you changed something. Recoverability, that's not given. Ability, no. That is not possible. That is not possible. Setting up paths wrong cannot easily fixed. Task conformance. Alright. Degree to which system services support all of the user's tasks. task completeness, task adequacy. What degree to which system service support all of the user's tasks? No. All right. No. It behaves differently, and you can't do common things like create a folder, change a multiple paths. Like, I feel like I'm like repeating myself and repeating myself and repeating myself, man. Responsiveness, hey, okay, is responsive. The interaction is responsive, but the error handling is not yet perfect. I will have to like write more about that. So user experience, user perception and responses that result from the use and opposite. Like, I can't really write about that, right? Because that's only about like usability, right? So I don't know. I always find it kind of hard to write about that. User's perception and response that result from the use and or anticipated use of the system, product or service. So all right, usually people are happy with the functionality, but some users use it wrong because they want to do things they are not supposed to, or do or want stuff like adding multiple paths. Man, I usually don't write that much. I only do that currently because I'm live streaming. Likability, all right, likability. I don't think that anybody actually liked that, to be honest. No. Way too generic. Way too generic to excite any users and has too much missing functionality for that. Way too generic and has too many features for power users. All right, so I did my first write down, and I don't think that I can focus on anything right now, to be honest. So one thing I always do if I'm like a bit tired, if I write something, just add pretty pictures and do like layout and stuff. So like we don't have like a screenshot yet of the toast, right? So let's refresh first because we get this error again. Okay, cool. Let's click on update, and then I will do copy that. And now I have a screenshot, and then I will edit the screenshot. Whoop, very cool. Yeah, that's also peak user experience. Okay. So I only need that copy. Yes, please save in pictures. Where is it? Here we go. So let's grab that in here. Right, cool. So that worked. Cool, cool, cool. I also didn't talk about like the whole issue that people want to share stuff and that just set the same folder to multiple people. Okay, users want to set the same path for multiple people in order to share images in it. All right, cool. So I have now written 5 pages or something. Yeah, 5 pages with very big images. It still doesn't look nice. Like I don't get it. Like usually if I use LibrePhotos it looks so good, and now it's like a bit like if you only have like one image there, then it doesn't look great. That looks good. Maybe I will just take that instead. Right. But maybe that's also a usability issue. But not the usability issue I'm focusing on today. So let's cancel that, put that in. Oh, come on. Copy. All right, I already did it twice. Cool. All right, I think I just have to like rewrite it once more and then it should be fine, I think. The thing is like, it's also not like very, I don't know, it's not like very polished her task. Like I don't really get what she wants. Yeah. I don't know, so I will, I think, polish that up in a coming stream, I think tomorrow or something. Yeah, and then I will send this away, and then I will probably also create a ticket for that if somebody wants to work on it. It's probably me who's going to work on it, not gonna lie. It's kind of a dry topic, and it's like, yeah, it has been an issue for a while, and like me fixing that once now and not having to answer people again would be nice. They will probably complain because why can I share the same folder for multiple people, but dude, that's just how it is. Also, I really like this auto fix stuff. That's great. All right. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I know this was different. We will do this tomorrow again, where you can watch me do my homework. Yeah. If you like my videos, you can like and subscribe. You can also sponsor me on GitHub Sponsors. And if you found a bug or have some recommendation on what I should do, or what is missing, then you can just tell me in the comments, right? All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.